Well, all right, my people, blessings and welcome back to the real things, reactions, and vlogs. Big up on yourself, walk good, my people. Big up on yourself. Yeah, you know. So a few days ago, you may have seen a clip making its way around social media, and this clip was one of businessman Robert Bell, who assaulted the nurse practitioner who was basically on her way to work. And due to road rage, an argument ensued whereby we see where the nurse was dragged from her vehicle and beaten badly by Bell. Let me just read a little clip out of the Jamaica Star. It is saying here that businessman Robert Bell is facing a minimum of 15 years in prison. Blow whoa. After being hit with gun related charges stemming from an alleged violent altercation with a nurse. Huh? 15 blows on skirt years. Yo. Bell 65 of a St. Andrew address has been charged with possession of a firearm with the intent to commit first scheduled offense and possession of a firearm with intent to cause injury. Charges that carries heavy penalties under Jamaica's Firearm Prohibition Restrictions and Regulations Act of 2022. Additionally, he has been charged with assault occasioning bodily harm, assault with intent to cause grievous bodily harm, and assault at common law. Veteran attorney Peter Campaign, KC, said that if the charges as reported are accurate, the matter will proceed to Gun Court and not to the parish court. He also said that a conviction on the firearm charges could mean more than a decade behind bars. Boy, have you seen that clip, guys? Have you seen that viral video? When me tell you, so the man handled a lady very bad in the man. At one point, stomping on her head. The woman was behind the vehicle crying, "What have I done to you?" Let me just continue reading this. It says, in the event that there is a trial or if there is a guilty plea, in either instance where there is an adverse ending for the accused, he would be exposed to a mandatory minimum period of 15 years. Imagine 15 years just for being hype. Now, I'm wondering, like, I'm wondering because at one point in time, right, guys, I'm wondering if he was intoxicated or anything. Because what happened, I saw the clip and then something else happened. And I before like the nurses went on the island wide demonstration, I went to another incident that was I started following another incident that was happening in Guyana with little Adriana Young. And I was deep into that story. So I somehow missed some of those key details after the viral video. Was he intoxicated or it was just a hype? Because I remember hearing a clip from somebody on social media. I think the gentleman was some relative or something of the nurse. And he was saying that people was even afraid based on the fact that the guy, that Robert, had the firearm. People were afraid to intervene. So people would have had to stick to recording the whole. Can you imagine lie down there and a whole road of people, traffic back up and people passing and nobody can help you because one stupid, weak ass man decides say, him gonna take you for a punching bag or a beating ball or a football or something or a stomping ground. And the whole world is passing you by and can't look at the age where we're living in, man. Look at the age where we're living in. What we are living in. Where a man would have to take out his phone instead to record the incident because them afraid to lose them life. Yo, mhm. It no pretty. It no pretty. It no pretty. The charges against Bell stem from an alleged incident which is believed to have been captured in a video that has gone viral. Yup, that's what I saw. The police communication. Let me just. hmm. The police communication unit said that about 7:15 p.m. last Tuesday, the complaint, a nurse practitioner, was on her way to work when her vehicle was impeded by a vehicle driven by Bell. A dispute ensued between the two individuals during which the nurse was physically assaulted. The following day, Bell was apprehended. Oh, you mean catching backside, yes? He was subsequently charged after a question and answer interview in the presence of his attorney. Yeah, you run go for liar. His licensed firearm was also seized by the police. Champagne said that the illegal use of a firearm attracts criminal sanctions. Blouse and skirt. So even if a few and you're using it without a cause, a proper cause, it's not in self-defense. Because watch ya, she never run you down, she never attempt to run you down, she never hold you up, she never stick you up. Are you just out there to play one bad man against the poor little woman? Where you would have to run to for help in an event where if you yourself would have needed assistance and you turn out your anger on the woman for no reason other than you're too damn hype. The law says that even though one may have a licensed firearm and have a valid license for it, it is you if it is used in an illegal way, then the firearm becomes illegal itself. Is what me I talk about? Some time ago in 2023, 2022, I remember watching two individuals arguing. One of them older than the other one. The older one is a businessman and him have him things, eh? Him having license things. And the younger one did some work for him. And this work that he did, the older one who is supposed to pay a price that he agreed upon, decides him now pay it. The people will like to walk people and then they want bad them up because them feel say them in a one better position. And him begin to irate the young man, man. Because me watch the young man work. I mean dig in a pit. Work for days by faith. Not even like water. And when he came, after the pit was dug, when he came and he was supposed to pay the fee that he agreed upon, him start to find all kind of faults and going around, maliciously going around the corner, beat and trying to bring up old stuff, old things, just for not pay the money. And when the little young man started to raise his voice one kind of way, like defend what is rightfully his, because remember, the good book say it's a sin to feed a lazy man. But in an event where you have a man working in the blazing sun, not even like water you pass by and left at the site for him to drink. Even though that not justify nothing in a way. You see if you understand me, pay me money and make him go on. The man put him hand on him hip in the man and was ready to pop off on the young man because of what? The money where the young man rightfully worked for. And if him ask him for it and him a raise up him voice and they go on like and the man start stand up back on him and tell him say, yo, pay me my money. We work for it, we agreed to it. And when me shout out and him realize that me they watch everything, came back way. In back I was not even the only one watching at that time. There were other onlookers. And how easy him could have just lose his own things because it was it was a situation whereby it was just verbal. Them talking back and forth to each other. Nobody. The young man never lay a hand on him. He never draw nothing off him. Nothing. My man just punks up on his hip and feeling up in hip. And the feel like him ready for, you know what I'm saying? And this is how you find, say, some of them just too frisky. Once them know, say them in a particular position. And I feel like this is maybe what happened in the situation of this man here because even though looks can be deceiving, you watch him picture, you realize he's a little, look like he was a little cocky fella. Him look like he's a little hypish kind of fella. Anyway, so the veteran attorney, however, insists that Bell is entitled to the presumption of innocence. Yeah, everyone, irrespective of the type of allegations or charges, is entitled to the process. Then they must. It is not a matter that should be tried in public. No, I understand all of that. I understand all of that. While I appreciate the public needs to know, especially in a case like this, it is always best for the court to take precedence over the determination of the matter. There can be no other way. Well, in other news, he was denied bail when he appeared in court yesterday, Wednesday. Today's Thursday. He was denied bail, and his lawyer, Mr. Townsend, was saying, I guess he agreed with the magistrate, with the judge somehow, because he was saying in another article that I read that for his own safety right now, because so the public is irritated, for his own safety, it is best that he remains behind bars. Well, he will know his fate come 9th July. But the 15 years there, I guess while he's behind bars, he will have a chance to think it over, even though it's too late now, of how he could have done things way differently. Anyway, my people, this have to go do it. Yep. Thank you for your listening ears. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let us all continue to stand up for justice. No hanky panky in this. Don't stand down. We have to stand up for the right because you see the nurses them came out and march over the country, island wide, in support of their colleague. We like that. We like that. It could have been any one of us or any one of us, our family members. And sometimes if due to how you see when people have money, the system sometimes corro. Probably if the people them never stand up the way how them stand up and thanks to the troopers them where you see in our social media we really take it differently and share it in our way not to create no problems for nobody but to bring awareness to how these things can easily happen to anybody. And I'm happy that justice will be served, as them said the public can't try this, it has to be dealt with by the law, and I totally agree. Because so with the public is only gonna be jungle justice. One way. Jungle justice. And me no know how we gonna work out, but him need to face the magistrate and him have the law to talk about too. To talk to too in all of this. Anyway, my people, blessings. That I go do it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, walk good.